Today, we're covering Dale Carnegie's timeless classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People. First published in 1936, this book remains a cornerstone for improving relationships and achieving personal and professional success. We'll explore its key lessons, dive deep into their meanings, and share real-life examples so you can start applying them today. Stick around, and let's unlock the art of human connection. Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People teaches us that success isn't just about technical skills or intelligence, it's about understanding and working well with people. Here's a detailed breakdown of the lessons from the book, expanded with examples and deeper insights. Lesson 1: Show genuine interest in others. Carnegie begins with the idea that people are inherently more interested in themselves than anything else. To win their trust and friendship, you need to genuinely care about them. This is not about pretending or manipulation, it's about truly valuing the people you interact with. For example, imagine you're a manager leading a team. If you take the time to learn about your team members' personal lives, their hobbies, families, or aspirations, it shows that you see them as more than just employees. One story from Carnegie's book highlights a man who improved his sales drastically just by asking his clients about their personal lives. By focusing on what mattered to them, he built stronger relationships, and the sales naturally followed. In daily life, this can be as simple as remembering a friend's birthday or asking follow-up questions about their weekend plans. These small gestures create meaningful connections. Lesson 2: Smile. A smile is a universal language. Carnegie explains that it's one of the simplest and most effective ways to make a good first impression. Why? Because a smile conveys warmth, openness, and positivity, making people more likely to engage with you. Take, for example, someone walking into a job interview. A candidate who walks in with a friendly smile instantly puts the interviewer at ease compared to someone with a neutral or serious expression. The smile signals confidence and approachability. Carnegie also shares examples of how smiling has diffused tense situations. Imagine you're in a heated argument with a coworker. Pausing, calming yourself, and offering a slight smile can shift the tone of the conversation. It shows you're open to resolving the issue rather than escalating it. Lesson 3: Use people's names. Dale Carnegie emphasizes the power of using someone's name, calling it the sweetest sound to their ears. A person's name is deeply tied to their identity, and using it in conversation shows respect and attentiveness. For instance, think of a barista who remembers your name and greets you with it when you walk into your favorite coffee shop. Doesn't that make you feel seen and valued? On a larger scale, Carnegie recounts stories of business leaders who used employees' names during meetings, fostering a sense of belonging and morale. Even in casual settings, this habit can work wonders. Instead of saying, "Nice to meet you," say, "Nice to meet you, Alex." Adding their name makes the interaction more personal and memorable. Lesson 4: Be a good listener. Listening is one of the most underrated skills in communication. Carnegie teaches that people love to talk about themselves, and if you give them the space to do so, they'll naturally warm up to you. But good listening isn't just about staying quiet, it's about being engaged, asking thoughtful questions, and showing genuine curiosity. Imagine you're at a party. Instead of dominating the conversation by talking about your accomplishments, ask others about their interests. For example, you mentioned you're into photography. What's your favorite subject to shoot? This not only makes the other person feel valued but also creates opportunities for deeper connections. Carnegie shares a story about a man who won over a group of people simply by listening intently during a dinner party. He didn't say much, but his focus and curiosity left a lasting impression. Lesson 5: Avoid criticism and condemnation. Carnegie explains that criticism rarely leads to positive change. When people feel attacked, they become defensive and resistant to feedback. Instead of criticizing, he suggests approaching situations with understanding and tact. Consider a workplace scenario where a colleague makes a mistake on a project. Instead of saying, "This is completely wrong," you could approach them by saying, I think there's a different way we can approach this, let's figure it out together. This collaborative tone encourages learning and problem solving without damaging the relationship. Carnegie recounts how Abraham Lincoln mastered this approach. Early in his career, Lincoln wrote scathing letters to people who made mistakes, but he later realized that gentle persuasion and empathy were far more effective. Lesson 6: Appeal to people's interests. People are naturally motivated when they see how something benefits them. Carnegie teaches us to frame our requests in terms of the other person's needs or desires. For example, if you're trying to convince a friend to join your workout routine, instead of saying, "I need a workout buddy," try framing it as, "I think you'd love how energized you'll feel after trying this new routine." By focusing on what's in it for them, you make your request more appealing. Carnegie shares stories of businesspeople who turned negotiations around by understanding the other party's priorities and presenting solutions that aligned with their goals. This isn't manipulation, it's about creating win-win scenarios. Lesson 7: Give honest and sincere appreciation. Carnegie argues that sincere appreciation is one of the most powerful tools in human interaction. People crave recognition, and a genuine "thank you" can go a long way in building trust and goodwill. For instance, imagine you're managing a team, and someone goes above and beyond on a project. Instead of a generic, "good job," say something like, "Your attention to detail on this project was incredible, and it really made a difference." This level of specificity shows that you've noticed their effort, making your appreciation more meaningful. Carnegie tells the story of Charles Schwab, a successful businessman who built loyalty among his workers simply by praising their good work. Schwab believed that encouragement motivated people far more than criticism ever could. Lesson 8: Dramatize your ideas. One of Carnegie's lesser-known tips is to make your ideas stand out by dramatizing them. Humans are drawn to stories, visuals, and emotions, so presenting your ideas in a memorable way can make a big impact. For example, if you're pitching a sustainability initiative at work, don't just share statistics. Bring in a prop, a single-use plastic bottle, perhaps, and explain how one bottle discarded every day adds up to a mountain of waste over a year. This dramatization makes the problem tangible and compelling. Despite being written nearly a century ago, How to Win Friends and Influence People remains relevant in today's world. Whether you're navigating social media, collaborating with colleagues, or building relationships in your personal life, Carnegie's principles are timeless. They remind us that success isn't about flashy achievements, it's about how you treat the people around you.